98, 99, 100.
All right, let's get into it. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. Just getting my guns ready for a smackdown of monumental proportions.
Oh, yeah, let's rumble.
Yeah, all right, you show off.
Rumbleverse is a free-to-play battle royale that chucks 40 muscle-bound, spandex-wearing fighters into an ever-shrinking map and says, go punch each other for a while.
We'll get the obvious comparison out of the way. At a glance, Rumbleverse does have a lot of similarities to Fortnite. But looking past the surface, I feel it holds up on its own ideas and brings a different flavour of combat to the battle royale genre. That being throwing fists, chairs, and signposts at anyone who comes within 2 meters of you. That's right, your greatest weapons are right here.
Unlike other battle royales that have you scrambling for a spot to hide or trying to find some top-tier loot to defend yourself with,
The battle is on!
Rumbleverse's focus on melee-driven combat means you can start picking fights from the word go.
Which wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. I actually got kicked around pretty hard in my first few matches, like not even cracking the top 20 hard. There's an order to whose attacks land first, depending on what type of attack it is, like rock, paper, scissors. If you go in with an attack of a higher priority, congrats, you get to do some damage. If not, well, you might find yourself on your butt.
That's one less opponent they have to worry about.
It's a bit confusing though, and not explained super well to newcomers. The tutorials are tucked away in the online free play area, which I thought was a bit strange.
Yeah, it's certainly not a game where you can button mash your way to victory. There's a surprising amount of depth to the combat here, and if you don't take the time to learn it, it's all too easy to end up getting pinned down in a flurry of blows.
Let's hear it for this competitor, folks.
You can block certain attacks and dodge out of the way by sacrificing stamina, giving you the chance to make a run for it or get a jump on your opponent, as well as big finishing moves that stun them for a short while.
Can they finish the fight?
It's high energy and always thrilling to trade blows, even if you don't end up on top.
As you run around either trying to fight everyone you see or avoid them, you can smash apart boxes filled with stat-boosting protein powder, an entire rotisserie chicken if you get lucky, and books to learn and swap out your special moves. Every opportunity is a chance to learn something new, and I always did.
Everyone loses sometime.
Little came 37th out of 39 me would be so proud that I'm now top 15 out of 40. It's progress.
And we love to see it. It's also worth a mention that as fun as the combat is, moving around the map is just as enjoyable. You can leap between buildings, bounce across cars, and hot climb your way up walls. It's delightfully silly fun and makes navigating this massive map a joyful activity instead of a chore.
I mean, if I really needed to get somewhere, I'd just wait for someone to drop kick me there. That always worked. Thank you!
Is a turbo ouchie.
Now, as is common in free-to-play games of this style, there is a battle pass system and a store where you can spend real-world money for cosmetic items. It's entirely optional, and thankfully, at the time of review at least, we haven't seen anything that suggests it's going pay to win. But just make sure to check in with your grown-ups beforehand.
I do wish we got more items from leveling up, though. As charming as the go-to silver spandex is, I was itching for something more than a banner or a sticker. But I guess that's the hook for the battle pass.
See, that's how they get ya. The last thing I'll talk about before we wrap this up is that while there were some infrequent server issues during my playthrough, as well as some latency issues here and there, I've heard other players report much worse, so just something to keep in mind. Hopefully these were just some opening week bugs, because when everything is working, I was having a really good time. It's a genuinely enjoyable smackfest with plenty of variety, and a clever, if sometimes confusing, combat system that kept me not only interested, but excited to learn and improve.
What a treat to watch a contestant like this.
So I'm giving Rumbleverse 4 out of 5 rubber chickens.
I think it's easy to overlook Rumbleverse as a Fortnite clone, but that would be a disservice to what is a really fun, wacky game. It's a breath of fresh air in a saturated genre that keeps things tense, but never takes itself so seriously that it becomes dull. You're wearing leotards and hitting people with signposts. If that's not a wholesome good time, then I don't know what is. So it's 4 out of 5 rubber chickens from me too.
Okay, let's settle this. Whose guns are strongest? Arm wrestle. My guns reign supreme!
Oh, no! Well, that'll do it, folks. But let's show some support for putting on a great show.